Hi, my name is Tyler Magid, and this is Magic Magid's Astrology. This is going to be a forecast for each sign for the month of October. And I'm going to post 3 videos later, one on the 1st, one on the 10th, and then one on the 20th, that are 10-day segments of what's going to be going on in astrology. And then you will see what's going on. This is just a general forecast for each sign that is just a little bit of information for each of you guys to see. For Aries, this is a stressful month for Aries. Libra season is driving you directly into relationships and the search for relationships. Libra is your 7th house, but this season starts with Mars and Venus in your 6th house, and you may instead need to focus on your reputation and health, as that is what the 6th house represents. The sun is what drives you, though, and the hope for love in the future is what you should be looking towards. Next month, the theme may lean a little more towards relationships as the sun changes into Scorpio and your 8th house, and you may be adjusting your finances. And Mars and Venus in the 7th and 8th, you should be dealing with some extreme changes in the relationship world around that time. Uranus is in Aries right now, and you might feel like you're being shocked by your environment. And Uranus is the planet of shock, so it being on your sun will mean that you feel shocked by your environment. Libra season is going to make you try to run away from the responsibilities of Capricorn, is what it does. Don't overexert your drives this month. It's prime time to start a relationship, but we all have responsibilities we have to take care of. That's my advice to you, Aries. Taurus, the season is about recovering for Taurus people. Mars and Venus is in your 5th house right now, and you may be partying a little too hard still. With the sun in your 6th house, you feel like you need to slow down and get a bit of a hold on yourself. Scorpio season is your 7th house and is next month, and is your season of relationships. And if you're not prepared for it, it can go straight over your head. Don't worry about enjoying yourself a little bit right now. You have a big safety net under you. Jupiter is in Virgo right now, and other planets are in Virgo right now, and you're going to be basically safe through the whole entire... Get out of here, cat. Jesus Christ. You're going to be safe through the whole thing. All Earth signs have support this entire next year. So Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgos, you're going to be feeling pretty good for the next year. Gemini, Mars and Venus are in your 4th house, and means you are probably preparing your home at the moment in time. And the sun is in your 5th house, and you may even be planning a party. This is a great season and time of year for you. You are adjusting into yourself and feel a little more fun-loving. Virgo season may have been a little bit stressful. It will still continue to be stressful. Plants are in Virgo right now. You're trying to figure out plans and trying to figure out your life at the moment. When Jupiter is in Libra next year, it is manifestation time. So figure out these plans, balance them out. Next year, you'll be able to do a lot more for yourself, and it'll be great. All air signs have a lot more support next year. Saturn, though, will be entering your 7th house for the next 2 years, which means you'll be dealing with heavy problems in the relationship world, Gemini. So just know you got to love yourself, and then you can love others. That's what the 7th house teaches us. Cancer, this season is going to be a little stressful for you. There's a T-square to Capricorn in your 7th house, which means your partner could be stressed at the moment in time. You may be a little too worried and throwing them off. Libra season is like when you want to hold on to your relationship with dear life because you're so afraid of loss. The sun is in your 4th house right now, and you may be a little nostalgic, missing your mom home. This season is like a sitting at home watching movies kind of season for you. Mars and Venus are in your 3rd house, which means you might be a little gossipy right now. And Jupiter is there too, so you might be like planning on writing a story, or maybe forming a good sense of humor and want to show it off to your friends. Don't gossip too much though, because that could collapse right on your face. And that's what happens. Leo, This season for you revolves around your third house, and you may be enjoying some petty gossip. This season is a time for play for you. Mars, Venus, and Jupiter are in your second house, and you may have a good amount of money to play with. You could be lavishing a friend with goods and trying to have a good time. Watch your money though. Scorpio season is coming, and saving is necessary during that season in order to have a good Christmas. We all have a little Leo in our charts, so we all kind of need to watch our spending. That's my advice to you, Leo. Virgo, this season is great for you. The sun is in your second house, and you're already in the process of saving money. Jupiter and Venus and Mars are in the first, and you should be very, very self-confident about this year. Saturn is in your fourth house right now, though, and Neptune is in your seventh, which means that there may be some strong limitations at home surrounding your relationship. This is going to be a fight for 2 years, so be careful not to hurt your Saturn in the fourth house, your mother, your home, your family, or you could get some bad karma. But all in all, this is going to be a great month for you to plan and establish your life and boost your self-confidence. Libra. Jupiter, Mars, and Venus are in your 12th house right now, and means you may be recovering from some sort of emotional pain. The sun in the first house is kind of like making you celebrate your birthday with all this hard stuff on your mind. You may be emotional this month, and emotions aren't really your thing. Libras don't really want to experience emotions. They are an air sign. They are more want to be light, and in their head they don't want to have to feel buckled down by the 12th house. Uranus is in your 7th house right now, and you could be dealing with some shocks to relationships at the current moment in time. And this isn't going to improve till Saturn is well past displacement in Sagittarius 2 years from now. The fear is that you will try to run away to escape, and you don't want to use escapism like drugs and alcohol, so be careful. I care, Libra, and I know this is probably a little bit stressful. Scorpio. Mars, Venus, and Jupiter are in your 11th house right now. You may be trying to socialize a little more this year. The sun is in your 12th house, though, so you may be somewhat emotional about coming changes. Your birthday comes at the time of year when everything comes to a climax. You have no idea what to expect from the world, and you feel like the only one with a real grasp on your reality. This may be stressful, but this month is about recuperation for you and preparing yourself emotionally for your birthday. You should be very social, though, and maybe enjoying a little bit of gossip and games. Don't be afraid to enjoy yourself. Sagittarius. Mars and Venus and Jupiter are in your 10th house, which means that you have established a very happy position in your job. The sun is in your 11th house, which means that you're trying to socialize a little more. This season, you might try to be socialized a little more this season, but there's a hyper focus on your 10th house, so you may be feeling a little lost in your communication. Saturn is entering your 1st house and is going to make some extreme changes to your person. You're going to be stressed in ways you probably expect, and if I could read your chart, I would tell you the house that your sun's in and where exactly you're going to be stressed. But you probably already know where you're going to be stressed. This month is going to be really good for your workplace, though. You should be enjoying your job right now. Capricorn. This season you get cornered. The sun is in Libra, and it's saying, hey, don't be mean. And Libra's like the nice guy in the situation. And Uranus in Aries is saying, hey, let's start a riot. And you're trapped in the middle thinking, I just want to be comfortable and funny. The sun is in your 10th house right now, and that means you're probably going to be focused on hard work this season and making yourself feel comfortable as you can, even when you truly don't feel that comfortable. Mars and Venus and Jupiter are in your 9th house right now, and you may have this want to teach and maybe learning a lot about yourself at the time. This month should definitely be a learning experience for you. Aquarius. This season, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter are in your 8th house, and you may be feeling a little saucy and sexy and enjoying yourself a little bit. The Sun is in your 9th house, and it means you're going to be focusing on school. This month is going to be a lot about saving money through the 8th house, and is about saving your resources. You're going to need to prepare yourself. Virgo season probably already prepped you for that, though. Jupiter was in your 7th house last year, and you learned how to express yourself properly and maybe form some good relationships and form some good friends. But now that's moving into your 8th house, you have to protect what's yours and only give to those who truly appreciate you. You learned what you value in relationships last year, and you know how to move forward now. Pisces. This season, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter are in your 7th house, and should mean that you're in a happy relationship at the moment, or should be getting into one. It's a culmination point in your relationships. And the Sun is in your 8th house, which means you're probably dropping walls towards people a little bit. Or you could be building up walls towards people. Either way. This should be a really good season for you guys. You should be enjoying yourselves. Saturn's in the 10th house, though, at the moment, and means that you'll be dealing with problems in work, and these problems could interfere with your relationship. Jupiter squares it in your 7th house for the next 2 years, so expect some stress, but I know you can handle it. And that's all. So, if you guys like this video, watch my other one that will come out. If you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. But you don't have to watch this if you don't want to watch it. That's it. Goodbye.